Hello there. I'm going to tell you a story that you won't believe what happened to Rudolph and Santa last Christmas Eve. The story is called Santa's Jingle Balls, or Santa's Great Escape from the Three Slut-a-Tears. The story is twisted and kind of weird about what really happened with Grandma, Santa, Rudolph, and the Three Slut-a-Tears. Carrie the fairy called Santa last Christmas. She said, "I'm only wearing mistletoe. Santa baby, come over right now and you can hit this." Santa hops on Rudolph, grabs his red sash. He almost got whiplash. Rudolph took off so fast. Santa, with his hand on his microphone, he said, "Tonight it's on." So here's my tale from the Twilight Zone. Here's where everything in their lives started to go wrong. It was so abrupt the way that Santa showed up. He was smiling with Folgers in his cup. He was bucked, plucked, and fed. Off with the red suit he shed. She laid him, then she bathed him, and tucked his butt into bed. Now let me describe Carrie the fairy. She is so fine, you'd be under her spell quick. She's really petite, extremely cute. You know what I mean? A tasty trick. Definition: beautiful, intelligent, talented, charismatic, hottie, just to clarify. She's just yummy. You know what I mean? But I digress, 'cause I have a story to tell. High-heeled stilettos with junk in the trunk. Small waists and melons that are real and shook like jello. Curly shoulder-length hair and she be walking slow. Wearing jeans so tight, I'll just say, have you ever seen a camel's toes? Well, let's just say she had one. And she is Beyonce fine from just smelling her perfume. Like Michael D. Fox. It sends you back in time. Definitely a femme fatale that can ruin a guy's mind. You remember that girl from Harlem Nights? You know, Sunshine. She's a pretty little swirl, you know what I mean. Fine as hell, exotic Puerto Rican looking, 5 feet 1 inch. Mixed girl. She caused 3 accidents just crossing the street. Man, I'll tell you, as long as I have a face, Carrie has a seat. This chick is so fine. She could turn a man like that piano-playing guy Liverspacci. Start thinking straight, that body's banging baby. This elf is world-class. She can make L. Richards say tutti frutti, that's a little cutie. Elton would love to be her rocket man. MJ would say he, she's for me. Fred would want to rock it. The kind of rack that will give a brother a heart attack, you know man, she must slay you. But could you think of a better way to go? Man, I would drink her bath water. Let's just say she is beyond fine. But I digress. So, here's where everything in their lives started to go wrong. It was so abrupt the way that Santa showed up. He was smiling with Folgers in his cup. He was bucked, plucked, and fed. Off with the red suit he shed. She laid him, then she bathed him, and tucked his butt into bed. Meanwhile, Rudolph, traumatized and shocked from watching 3 witches, wind Santa's clock. When they left, Rudolph tries to wake Santa. Santa wakes up smiling. Then almost immediately, he started screaming because his jingle balls were burning and his microphone was stinking. Santa sat up in the bed. His foot got caught in the sheet. He fell out of bed and hit his head as he scrambled to his feet. Santa was a man on a mission. He grabs a red Gucci bedsheet, crept in the hall and started to crawl as he gets up, heading toward the kitchen. They see Carrie and her crazy mom. You know her. We all do. She's that ex-ho crazy reborn Bible witch that said, "They're all gonna laugh at you." They call her heat miser often, Santa says. What the heck's happening? They were looking at them sinisterly with a Dracula stare, just laughing. Carrie, what's so funny? She said. Have you met Cousin Bonnie? She looks like the Winter Warlock or something that crawled from under a rock. If this is a trick, it's really sick. Carrie, damn it. It ain't funny. Bunny walked in and grinned an evil grin. "We gonna tear your butt limb from limb." She whispers to Rudolph, "I'm gonna do something really, really freaky to you." Rudolph swallows hard. Oh crap, not Big Hut Bunny, one of the elf sisters, the queen of studs with a great big hut, the very ugly sister Debbie, Bella, and Bathsheba are the pretty elf sisters. God tried to give Bunny good looks. He gave it a few tries, but he missed her. Santa's jingle balls were on fire, Carrie. What did you do? Rudolph's totally frazzled. He whispers to Santa, I know what happened to you. First, Bunny slid into bed. She played with your head. After Carrie plucked and bucked you, her mother slipped you a Mickey. Meanwhile, Bunny was tickling your jingle balls. She swallowed your goo, but Santa, that wasn't all. When Bunny was done, her mother took over the mic. She sang you a song, and boy, she sang it right. Your mic got so wet when Carrie and her mom both sang you a duet. When it was all over, before you rolled over, they too swallowed your goo. I was insane in the membrane, watching her mother eat your candy cane. Now I know. Her mama, she looked stank, man, but she was gobbling down your ballpark, Frank. I thought it was cool, 'cause you started to drool, Santa. She was sucking your straw like a drink, Santa said. Oh my God, not Bunny and her crazy mom. That's so damn creepy. Ben, it feels like Tapatio in my skivvies. Bunny looks like Jay Fox's Wanda from In Living Color. She had one hell of a gut with a great big butt and a mustache like Donald Glover. She was wearing fuchsia, looking like Norbert's Raspusha. Santa looks at Bunny and Carrie's crazy mom. Rudolph says, Santa, it's a setup. Man, I think they're gonna eat us. Bunny looks hungry. Her lips she kept licking, looking at Rudolph and Santa. It was so damn creepy, like they were Kentucky Fried Chicken. Santa said, Oh, no, not these ho-ho-hos. Rudolph whispers to Santa, Which way you gonna run, boss? Because I'm going to run too. I need to know which way you going to go, boss. Tell me what you want me to do so I don't run over you. Santa says, I don't know, but we gotta go. In a panic, they scatter. Santa bowls to the bathroom. Rudolph hits the door, trying to avoid his doom. Like a Funyun, Santa's bloomin' onion. They were all trying to consume. Oh no, not the 3 slut-a-tears. Santa's heard of these 3. He said, this is weird. I've gotta get out of here before these chicks try to eat me. He's in the bathroom, splashing his jingle balls in the sink. In the back of his head, he was filled with dread. Man, his microphone was really singing. He tries putting his clothes on in a panic. His heart was full of fear. He was looking around. And jackpot. He found the quickest way out of there. Man, these chicks were for real. What the hell is Carrie's deal? Bunny was licking her lips and looking at Santa as if he was a Happy Meal. Santa needed help. These chicks are insane. He needs ice quick for his candlestick because his main vein is inflamed. His jingle balls are on fire. Now his candlestick has a flame. Before he started bleeding, he knew what he was needing. Bactine with lidocaine. He jumped out the bathroom window into a pouring rain. He looks up in the sky. I can't tell you why, because man, it's really hard to explain. While fumbling and bumbling, he jumped with no pants, landing in the bushes on a hill. Fire ants. The rest of the sky was blue. I know you'll find this strange too. Thunderbolts, lightning was very, very frightening. There was one dark cloud, but just over Carrie's house. It's true. Wow, well now they've ruined Christmas. What was Santa to do? He ran through a yard, jumping over a car, and found a koi pond to slide into. Santa said, that's it, it's time to call Gloria Allred. The Me Too movement has to include Santa Claus tonight. He's running down the street. He meets up with Rudolph, feeling kind of weird. Santa was just molested by the 3 slut-a-tears. Carrie's grandma was gone home, just minding her own business. Rudolph ran over her. As we took off with a quickness, she took a hoof to the forehead and was knocked cold, like she was dead. She was hit hard. She landed in a pile of leaves. And if you still say there's no such thing as Santa, as for me and Carrie's grandma, we believe. That's how Grandma got run over by a reindeer, while Santa and Rudolph were trying to escape the 3 slut-a-tears. It's also the first time Santa ever used the phrase, ho ho ho. Rudolph thought it was catchy. Santa knew he couldn't go home with roasted chestnuts. Mrs. Claus would be ticked. He had to find another way, something else to say. Rudolph, she can find out about this. Rudolph agreed, and they were on their way. Rudolph stops by CVS Pharmacy, but still stinging, I must say. Rudolph gives Santa back team with lidocaine to stop the stinging, and it takes the pain away. The next day, the headline in the daily jingle would say, Santa survives Carrie's ho-ho-ho night, Rudolph and lidocaine saves Christmas Day. With that, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.